All right, man, I hate to say this, but this is my most anticipated interview of my entire time here in New Orleans.
Yeah, right.
It's true. On my right, we got one of my favorite athletes ever, swag personified, Pacman Jones. And on my left, legitimately, we got one of the people who put me on, one of my producers at TMZ, Evan Rosenblum, two people that are behind the Pacman Jones show. Y'all going up, man.
Man, trying, man. Ev does a great job of helping me get what I want out. And it so happened to be that it's kind of clickbait because I be talking a lot of shit on the viral moments that we be talking about. And I put it in a way that nobody else would ask it.
You know why? Because, and this is something that I learned when I was at TMZ, I learned how to write a headline. I learned how to, I'll tell you something real quick, Evan story, real quick, because we don't dick ride, but real quick, Evan story. I remember there was just a B-roll. It was like LeBron James, just a piece of video, and LeBron James didn't talk to the camera. He didn't talk to the camera, so I'm like, God damn, we got LeBron, and he didn't say anything. Evan looks at the video, and he goes, what kind of car is that? And I'm like, it's like some kind of Lamborghini, Ferrari, whatever. He goes, huh. Next thing you know, LeBron James leaving the LA club in crazy 325 that goes to
found out the model of the car.
Goes to the top of the board. So sometimes you have to extrapolate what people are interested in out of a clip, and you don't even know it, right? Like,
right.
What lessons have you learned about the media since you've made the transition into the media?
The biggest thing is not asking a question that somebody else have asked. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people just look at other folks' interviews and ask the same question the same way they ask it. Like, it's so many ways that you can ask that question without asking it the same way someone else. Or you can answer the question while you asking them the question. But I think it's all about a picture what they can see. And, like, if you can connect with the picture, it's kind of easier to dissect it. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I mean, what Pac is really good at is, number one, the filter there that a lot of people have because they're scared to talk about a particular subject or something like that. Pac has this ability to connect with people and talk about stuff that most people can't, right? And I think it's because Pac's been so open about his life.
Yeah.
Right? He's so comfortable with himself and he's so open about his life that it's like, well, I'm open about my life. I'm just asking you about yours. I'm not trying to be mean, and there's no agenda.
Right.
I'm genuinely curious about your story. And he does a really good job of listening to people and, you know, getting good content out of them at the end of the day.
Let's talk about that. You were one of the athletes, and over the time that you played, there was a very distinct knowledge and reputation about you on the field and off the field, right? Yeah. And people didn't always say flattering things about Pacman Jones.
Right.
How has that played itself out in the second act of your career as a media person? Do you find yourself contending with what a lot of people thought?
I never really cared about a fuck about what anybody thought about me as a person. If you don't know me, you like I asked, everybody got one, right? But I did go through a time where ESPN had me on there every day. All the news channel had me on there every day, and that was because some of the shit I did bring on myself, but a lot of it was I didn't have a stage or a platform to say what really happened.
Word up.
Back then, you could paint the picture the way you wanted to paint the picture because I ain't got nowhere to paint my own picture.
Yeah.
And I think now, for instance, like when I went through the shit in Dallas, like I had a chance to show, let me show y'all really what happened. It wasn't like I'm just going out here going AWOL, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think now with where we're at in society, like everybody got a camera, everybody got a phone, so you can pretty much control the narrative if the narrative is right of what you're saying. You get what I'm saying?
Can I jump in for a second on that? Because when I had heard what happened with Pacman in Dallas, the first thing that I did after we spoke on the phone and he told me what happened is I was like, great, let's go find the footage.
Yeah.
Because of exactly what you just said, everyone's got a camera.
Yeah, for sure.
And so we found it, and guess what the footage showed? Everything Pacman said happened.
Right.
Exactly. And by the way, years ago, when he was on the ESPN thing that he was talking about, it would have been just, all the bad stuff without any pushback at all.
So when you saw that, and when that turned out the way that it did, for somebody like you, how do you How do you approach that? Do you approach that in a told you so manner? Do you use that as a teachable moment that maybe other athletes?
It's a fuck you moment. Fuck all you motherfuckers. No, I ain't trying to be like that, but like, fuck them though, for real. No, I'm dead ass for real. I'm dead ass for real. Fuck them. All you motherfuckers that be doing this right here, fuck you. And like, and I'll admit, like, have every time I've been right, hell no. And guess what? I say when I'm wrong.
Yep.
Hey, bro, I had too much to drink. I just felt like fighting. So, hey, bro, like, it was just we had to fight. But like, I'm pretty much open and honest with myself.
So there's no need to lie on you.
Right.
Right.
I tell you the truth.
For sure.
I was at the strip club last night for 3 hours. Threw probably about 5 to 10 grand. How did you like? I had an unbelievable time. The wings was good. I was drunk as hell. Bye. See you later. You know what I mean? So I don't really. My mental is so good. Like I have no reason to like lie. First of all, to myself. Second of all, to anybody else, because I really don't care about what you think about me. I don't care about what you think about me. Like, that's not my intention to go around. Oh, I hope this guy. I hope he really know me as a person. I hope he.
What is your intention? For all of the years that you've been, all the ups, all the downs, what's your intention now? What's your mission and your goal?
My intention and goal is to raise my kids to be better than what I was. My intention and goal is to have my kids not start where I had to start from. My intention, my goal is to have my kids 401k ready for them. My intention, my goal is my kids to be better than me. That's my intention and goals and with that being, you know, of course, wife, family, all of that. But I want my kids to have way more than I had. I don't want my kids to go through what I went through. You know what I mean? That's my whole goal about this. That's why I adopted the boys and try to get them something better and help them out. Like, that's my whole goal and intention. As long as my kids are exceeding way more than I am, I'm getting old, bro. My story is pretty much written.
By the way, his kids.
I love the show.
His kids are amazing.
Yeah.
And his son Junie is the third fastest
kid in the country.
7-year-old in the
Oh
country.
my God!
You got to see. I'll send you highlights.
My daughter's at Mississippi State.
Okay.
Full ride. She getting paid. Track. She run 100 hurdles, 200 to 200, and the 300 hurdles. My youngest, my other daughter, Trin, she's one of the fastest in the state, and then I got little Junie. But like, yeah, man.
Junie, buy stock in Junie now. Oh my God.
But like, purpose. That's crazy you said that. But like, it's definitely not for me to think about what somebody think about me. Because like, if you've met me or you know me, you know my heart is pure. Like, I'm a genuine person. I give the shirt off my back. I just got an on and off switch, man. Like, I've been through a lot of shit, bro. Like, my daddy got killed right in front of me. Like, I went through a lot of stuff, bro. And I'm not using that as a crutch and then. But like,
no, but let's stay there. I think that's an interesting thing to bring up, and I'll tell you why, bro. Because when you see somebody at the draft and they get their name called, or they make All-Pro, or they make All-American, you always hear about the harrowing story of what they've overcome, what they've been through. This person was homeless. They were adopted by this family. They had to do all of this stuff. But when there is a setback, there is never any grace a lot of times for those people based upon some of those things that they might have went through and the ways that they look at the world.
Right.
Humanizing athletes and looking at them as full holistic people. How far do you feel like the media has come in that? Do you feel like we're more sensitive to the plight of some things that people have been through, or do you feel like because of the 24-hour news cycle and social media, there's more scrutiny?
I don't think nobody's sensitive of what nobody went through. I don't think the media is sensitive that my dad got killed in front of me. I don't think the media is sensitive is D-Hop,
his mom
went through what she went through. I don't think the media have no sensitive to that. Because everything is what you did for me lately, clickbait, boom, 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 boom. So, hell no.
How would you like to see them treat these young men?
It's not really about how they treat them. It's about the people that are going through that, getting somebody that they can talk to or shrink or whatever to get them past that point. You get what I'm saying? But like, I tell my kids every day, when you grow out this house, you're gonna be judged way harder than any other kid. just because who your dad is. So you got to be on your shit when you step out the door. If you're playing sports, they're going to look at you way harder than they looking at any other kid. And that just come with the territory of what we signed up for, you know. But I don't think the sympathy, really don't need the sympathy. Like I think more of needing the tools to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Do you wish that some of these leagues maybe invested a little bit more into the mental health of the players in the leagues? And
Well,
do you think it's the league's role and
I
job
think
to
the
do
NFL
that?
do a good job.
Oh, you think they do a good job? Okay.
Yeah, I think the NFL do a good job. I went to McLean House Builder, so I think they did a good job. And like after that, continually I've been checking in, you know what I mean, and make sure all my light bulbs are on. But yeah, I think the league do a good job of it.
Now, when we was working at TMZ, we covered you.
Yeah.
Did y'all have to piece it up? Did y'all have to break
about
bread and talk about some of the
Bro,
ways
you
that
know-
you ended up on TMZ Sports?
That's like, he got a job to do.
Okay.
Can I tell you the
And
first conversation we had?
Yeah.
Because I remember it. Because I remember there were
Shady was like, who the fuck is this guy?
I wasn't going to say his name, but yeah, LaShawn
They like, yeah, we
was
got
not
this
happy with
motherfucker
me.
in here. He was talking about us.
basically-
I'm like, oh, fuck,
Yeah,
here
I
we
was
go.
like,
Shady.
all right. So, but Pac and I remember this, where I was like, you know, he said, I know who you are. And I was like, okay. And I was like, are we cool? And he goes, are we on the same team? And I said, yes. And he goes, then we're cool. And that was it. That was it.
You know, hard feelings, bro. Like, a lot of stuff I went through, I brought on myself. And, like, the roller coaster was good, but, like, what they say, all bad press.
All there's no
all
such
press.
thing as all press is
Good
good
press.
press.
And can I tell you
So-
something too? I mean, you know this too. Like when you're in the news world and that you're consumed by that job, which is a consuming job.
Yeah.
It's sometimes you lose a little bit of yourself in it. And now that I've been out
For
of
real.
that world for 4.5 years now, and I'm not trying to disrespect the industry at all or the people that we work with and that stuff, but I've changed a lot since I've left that
The moment
job.
you're out the door.
And the things that were priorities when you were in that are not priorities anymore. Different priorities.
Yeah.
Making real, genuine connections, and doing stuff that you're more passionate about. And that's what I've honestly found with Pac. Like, we get along great in our show. We have, we come with different perspectives on stuff, which is part of the reason it's funny. When we talk to people, we see things differently, and we talk about it. And we have arguments about it. But it's
I
not.
want to say arguments.
Well,
Heated discussions.
heated discussions.
Heated discussions.
Heated discussion.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's constructive. It's not destructive.
So there's one question I wanted to make sure that I asked you, because this is one of the questions that's blowing up in the group chat. So Travis Hunter's coming out. He has the opportunity to be maybe the best defensive back in football, has the opportunity to be maybe the best wide receiver in
I don't know about wide receiver.
you don't know if you don't know if his ceiling is like that at wide receiver.
I don't think this, and this is just me talking. I think Travis' ceiling is all the way up to the roof. But as far as being an NFL wide receiver as a number one, I don't know.
So that's essentially my question.
I think his high side is more on the defensive side of the ball. And then just put a package in for him, like third downs, and give him 10, 12 plays on offense.
You were dynamic both sides of the ball and in the return game. If you were advising him, which path would you tell him to take?
I would go defense. It's going to be a lot easier than that going offense. Of course, you're getting paid more as a receiver.
That's the thing.
But DBs are getting paid too.
Yep.
They getting some 40s and 50s too.
Yep.
But I think the upside ceiling is on the defensive side of the ball. But I don't think he can play both ways full time in the NFL. The game is too physical, too fast. Like, it's no way. We got 18 weeks. You can't do that.
He wants to.
I know he wants to. It sound good. Like that. Not gonna happen.
Do you think that it'll be up to an organization to talk him out of it? Or do you think he is going to just...
Well, that's not I realize the league is a little different. Like, you don't really have no say-so where we're putting you at. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know how it is. I ain't gonna say it's slavery, but like, you know what I mean? It's modern day slavery. I draft your ass. I own the rights to you. You gonna
Modern day
I tell you to do. No, for real. Like,
Pacman.
it is, bro. For like first rounders, like just think about this.
You realize that's controversial to say that it's slaves didn't get paid.
Oh man, I ain't saying it like that.
Right.
Well, I don't know. Some slaves might get paid. You don't know. You was a good one.
All right, well, it was great talking to you guys.
But yeah, but what I'm saying is like,
Go ahead. We good.
on the upside, you got to do what as a head coach, if I say, hey, I want you to do this, you have to. You're obligated to do that.
And that
Ain't nobody did that, man. Like, it's gonna be hard, bro. Like, and if he could do it, there's no way he gonna be able to practice 4 days a week and play 189 plays. No way.
tell us about the Pacman Jones show. Like, you guys
Smell me, no cap.
You guys,
what's up, my boy?
You guys told us a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Lots of shows out there with ex-athletes. They always got a random white guy on the show. So with
That's me.
With the Pacman Jones show, how are y'all coming at sports media? What's the hook? Why should people and why are people tuning in to what y'all do?
We're straight to it. We're like politely raw is what we say, but we uncut. Like, we gonna tell you what it is. We gonna tell you what the coach really wanted to say when he said, "Oh, you know, guys, we had turned." Nah, coach, what you really want to say? We ain't doing this job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we can break things down because we got a really good insight on sports.
Yeah.
We got a really good team too, and it's
Plus, you know
our
what?
show. Shout out to Bet Online.
Yeah.
Also, our sponsor. Our show is almost like barbershop talk, bro.
Okay.
Like, but good barbershop talk.
Right.
Like, and I bring up stuff that other people will not even talk about. Yeah, like,
I mean, look.
I'm looking at the booger in the nose. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you got one in there. If you got one in there, I'm gonna tell you so you can get it out.
Yeah.
And-
Right.
And plus, what we can add is the perspective, like, just like on the media side.
Yeah.
So it's like we're having this conversation about something that happened on the field or off the field, two different perspectives, and it's interesting because I've never been in an NFL locker room, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's going on after a game. You know what happens when Mark Andrews drops the winning touchdown?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
What?
Like,
Yeah.
we can all think we know what's happening, but you know what's happening.
Yeah, that motherfucking locker room. Quiet, my boy. Real quiet. You can hear a mouse in there.
No grace?
No nothing.
All right.
And then I can tell you how the media works when somebody like Justin Tucker is being accused of what Justin Tucker is being accused of.
Or when the various myriad other stories come around,
Yep.
how we respond to it, what we look at it, how we do it.
By the way, Justin Tucker's fucked.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Y'all better talk about it. Y'all gave the other one hell now. I want y'all to keep that same kind of energy
We're at 9 accusers.
with Justin Tucker.
Same thing.
Yeah, same way they
Exactly
did.
same thing.
Did
Watson.
Deshaun Watson. I want to see y'all keep that same energy.
Yep.
Last
Same
question
energy.
before you get out here. Uncut.
Uncut.
You know the game better than most people. Give me a player in the NFL that's overrated and a player in the NFL that's underrated.
Overrated. I would go with Josh Allen.
Oh,
Overrated.
what makes you say that about Josh?
Because everybody keeps talking about Josh is in the top 3-4 quarterbacks. No, the fuck he's not. He's probably at 5 or 6, bro. Like, really, if you look at his tangibles, arm strength, yeah, he got that. But, like, he make a lot of dumb throws. But he's just throwing the ball. I would say he's overrated. And underrated. Well, they giving him all.
I'll give you one that we had that Terrell Suggs pointed out to us twice on our show. By the way, Terrell Suggs, my buddy from
Oh,
college.
we
There
were
you
going to
go.
say,
He's on our show.
I said
Kobe Bryant.
I was just going to say that.
Oh, yeah.
Kobe
I
Bryant.
was finna say Michael Jordan. I remember it was a
Kobe Bryant from the
basketball
Seahawks
player.
balled out this year.
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
had a good year.
so. Kobe Bryant, underrated. Josh Allen, overrated.
Yep.
Okay. Y'all, that's Pacman Jones. That's Evan Rosenblum. Pacman Jones show. Fellas, so happy y'all could join us, man.
Yes, sir,
For
bro.
real.
It's a pleasure. And
for
honestly,
having me.
I'm so proud of you.
Appreciate
You're
that.
the man.
man.
You're the man.
Appreciate it, man.
It's awesome. Thanks for having us on the show.
Good to see you doing good
Yeah,
too.
man.
my
Yeah,
brother.
Sersky. Shout out to our team at Bet Online.